What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I want to talk about draft prospect Christian Barmore out of the University of Alabama. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or Cleveland Cavaliers content. But I really appreciate you guys continuing to tune into the channel. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so definitely continue to hit that like button, subscribe button, hit that share button, and share it on all the social media platforms. If you would like to follow your boy on Twitter, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So like I was stating in this video, I do want to talk about draft prospect Christian Barmore out of the University of Alabama. He is a defensive tackle and / defensive end. He played last year for the Crimson Tide, and he goes about 6'6", 310 pounds. I love this guy's tape. When I watched his tape, I fell in love with this kid. I do believe that the Falcons should think about drafting him with our first round pick. Maybe not at number 4, but maybe if we move back, we can take this kid. I wouldn't mind drafting him at 4, but I think 4 is a little bit high to take him. But I really feel like the Falcons need to get back to valuing defensive linemen and valuing offensive linemen in the trenches in this coming draft. Great news is now we have a new GM and new head coach that both seem like they value the trenches. As you know, Terry Fontenot, he did come over from the New Orleans Saints organization. And if you noticed over the last 5 to 10 years, the Saints have done a great job of building that defense, building that defensive line with the likes of David Onyemata, the likes of Cameron Jordan, Shelvin Rankins. The kid last year broke out, Trey Hendrickson, who's a free agent in this offseason for the Saints. They really did a good job of drafting guys over there with the New Orleans Saints. And as you remember, Terry Fontenot wasn't the GM for the Saints, but he was one of their scouts. So he was definitely one of those guys that was going out and, help picking the talent for the New Orleans Saints. So hopefully he can bring over that moxie and bring over that same enthusiasm for trench players and for having that eye for talent for our Atlanta Falcons, because over the last decade or so, Thomas Dimitroff did a terrible job at drafting players in the trenches. And I really think that we got to value trench players in this upcoming draft. I know a lot of, Falcons fans want to take a quarterback like the likes of Justin Fields, the likes of Trey Lance, and a lot of these guys that'll be on the draft board. But I really feel like the Falcons don't need a quarterback right at the moment. I really think that we need to focus on trying to build an offensive line that can protect Matt Ryan. If you look at the Super Bowl that just happened this past weekend, basically the Tampa Bay Buccaneers proved that trench play is key. Being physical in the trenches is key to winning the Super Bowl. A lot of people always talks about how old Matt Ryan is, and that's the reason we need to take a quarterback. But the Buccaneers just won a Super Bowl with a 43-year-old quarterback. And Matt Ryan is like 6 to 7 years younger than Tom Brady. Matt Ryan's only 35 years old, getting ready to be 36. But he's much younger than a Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers actually just signed Tom Brady last year. They signed a 42-year-old or 43-year-old quarterback because they wanted to win now. And I think that was the right move by the Buccaneers. And I think that the Falcons are making the right move when they came out last week and stated that we wanted to keep Matt Ryan around, him and Julio Jones, because we're trying to build upon the guys that we already have on this team, build around the talent that's already here. And I do believe if you really want to win a Super Bowl, we have to get back to value in the trenches. Everybody always talks about having a mobile quarterback, but yet again, Tom Brady has proven if you have a physical offensive line, a physical defensive line, and you have a running game, you don't need a mobile quarterback to win a Super Bowl. So I know a lot of people watching the video might get upset, but the But if we really want to win a Super Bowl in the next couple years before Matt Ryan retires and win one for Julio Jones, we have to protect Matt Ryan so Matt Ryan can get the ball down the field and he can, survey the field. And we also have to do a good job of building this running game. I really feel like building this offensive line and building this defensive line is the most important thing for this Atlanta Falcons team right now. And like I said, it was proven during the Super Bowl. You've seen Shaq Barrett. You've seen JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul. You've seen Vita Vea. You even seen on the offensive line last year, the Buccaneers drafted Tristan Wirfs, the rookie. I think he's a left tackle, the rookie left tackle out of Iowa. He was their number one draft pick last year, and he was huge for the Buccaneers in this Super Bowl season. So we definitely need to get back to the trenches. Like I said, I really think that Christian Barmore, the guy out of Alabama who this video is about, I really think that he could be a key player for our Atlanta Falcons in this draft. I do believe we're going to need to take multiple players in the trenches in this draft. But Christian Barmore, you guys need to go check out his tape. He is one of those guys that's powerful. He's a very powerful player, very strong player in the middle of that defensive line for the Alabama Crimson Tide last year. He was the unsung hero. If you go watch the college football playoffs, he was dominating the line of scrimmage. And I really feel like if you place him next to Grady Jarrett, they could be a really physical tandem, could be a very good tandem. We've been talking about this for years, getting Grady Jarrett help on the defensive line. And I think that Christian Barmore could be one of those guys that could, take up space in the middle of that defensive line. He could be another guy that can penetrate and push the pocket against quarterbacks like Tom Brady in our division, against quarterbacks like Jameis Winston that's currently in our division. I believe Drew Brees is retiring, but if Drew Brees comes back, he's another guy that doesn't like pressure up the middle of the teeth or up the middle of the offensive line. So if you can get some guys that can push the pocket, like I said, if you go back and look at the Super Bowl and look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Ndamukong Suh and Vita Vea and that defensive line pretty much wrecked the whole playoffs. They wrecked the Super Bowl for Patrick Mahomes. And I really feel like that is the key for our Atlanta Falcons to getting back to a Super Bowl and winning a Super Bowl is being dominant along the offensive line and defensive line. So I really think that Christian Barmore, like I said, this guy is powerful, fast, has great short area quickness, great at using his hands. Like I said, he's a very powerful man. And one thing you can't teach in the NFL is size. This dude is 6'6", 310 pounds plus. And once he gets back in, gets in the league, to me, he kind of puts me in the mind of a Calais Campbell or a DeForest Buckner. He reminds me of those type of guys that can definitely dominate a game with his physicality. And I really think that with us going to a 3-4 defense with Dean Pease, having those three guys in the middle, like a Grady Jarrett, Christian Barmore, and a Marlon Davidson this coming season, I really feel like those guys could dominate the line of scrimmage. And then you have on the outside Dante Fowler, and you could possibly put Michael Walker on the edge, or even a Foye Oluokun on the edge. Or if we draft a guy like a Michael Parsons, you put on the edge. We have the ability to be a team that could be a force on the defensive line. And I do think that Christian Barmore is one of those guys that could bring that physicality to our team. He could be a guy that could help Grady Jarrett get 10 plus sacks in the season, because then Grady Jarrett will have more one-on-one matchups. So you guys let me know what you think of Christian Barmore. I definitely think you should check out this guy's tape. He wanted number 58, I believe, when he was at Alabama, but he was a one-man wrecking crew. He was very physical, pretty much dominated the college football playoffs, dominated last season. He was the unsung hero of that Alabama defense. And I really feel like he could be our Chris Jones. He could be our Ndamukong Suh, our Vita Vea, and play that role. Because as you know, I don't feel like Tyler Davison has done a good job of being that dominant force next to Grady Jarrett. Tyler Davison is a good rotational guy, but I don't think he's the long-term fix at that nose tackle position. And I really feel like drafting a guy that can play that nose tackle position and be dominant would really help Grady Jarrett, because then you could actually be pairing him with another great player that can actually unleash Grady Jarrett's full potential. Because right now I feel like Grady Jarrett, we're not seeing his full potential because he's being double and triple teamed on every single play. So if you can go out and get another powerful man in the middle of the defensive line, that's really going to create havoc on a lot of these quarterbacks. And that's what we need to do as a Falcons defense. We have to become more physical. We have to be able to dominate the trenches. And that's going to be the way that we get back to a Super Bowl. But with that being said, this being your boy Jew, you guys let me know what you think of the video. Go and check out Christian Barmore's tape on YouTube. His highlight tape is very good. I was very impressed with this kid. So definitely go check him out. Also, if you have a player that you want me to look into, I have started, looking at these draft prospects. I'm going to be giving you guys more and more content. So definitely drop your comments below. I'm also going to be continuing to bring you guys a lot more Cleveland Cavaliers content now that the NFL season is over. But our quest for a Super Bowl championship begins now. As the Falcons, the Super Bowl championship is won in the offseason. Building your team, building that camaraderie, bringing in the right players. Everything starts now. So if we want to win the Super Bowl in the next couple seasons, it all starts now. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Like I said, if there's a player you want me to take a look at, I definitely will take a look at some more draft prospects that you guys might want me to check out. But I'm going to have a lot more content coming for you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Like I said, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button below. I really appreciate you guys. I am on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Also, go and hit that like button and subscribe button at Atlanta Falcons Nation. I am affiliated and a part of Atlanta Falcons Nation as well. They're on the road to 1K as well. So definitely do them a favor and do us a favor. Hit that like and subscribe button there at Atlanta Falcons Nation as well. We're both on the road to 1K. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'll holler at you guys in the next video. And as always, Falcons Nation, rise up. Peace.